it was busy today, but I'm glad after last season and just spending most of the year just watching. It was really hard for me, so it was really nice to get out there with my brothers and get out there and show what I got.
Do you feel as spring went along, you kind of just kept locking closer into gear?
Yeah, I started off spring I was a little rusty, and then just build up my confidence, and I was just having fun. Last year I was pretty tense, but this year I was completely different person. So, I mean, that when I play loose, that's when I play my best. So,
What did it mean to you when Coach Riley referred to you as his Danny Lydia?
it means a lot. He's been calling me that for a while, since I think it was last year he started calling me it. And I mean, just to be compared to someone that great and who's in the NFL and has done a lot in that league, it's a blessing, honestly. And just I try to get out there and just show what I got every time and just play for my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And it's a huge blessing.
What'd your friends say when they got quoted to that effect in the paper?
They whenever they see me, it's just, hey, what's up, Danny? And just it's all good and fun though. They always razz me a little bit over it, but it's all in good fun, and it's just a fun team to be around, and it's a blessing to be able to still play the sport that I love.
You made the hurdle, right?
What's that? Oh, that was Austin Rose. Yeah.
What did you talk? What did you say anything about him? Did you talk about that?
We were talking about it a little bit on the sideline. It was pretty nice, and yeah, it was just a great play by him. He's considered like a power back, but he's got some moves, and I think he showed that today.
How do you like the way the running backs are incorporated into the passing game?
I like it a lot. This year we're really cracking down on just getting out, and like whenever the linemen can help us get out faster, it just helps us in the pass game so much more. So we're really focusing on that this spring, and it was pretty apparent, I think, in this game. So
do you think that keeps the defense on their heels just enough?
yeah, for sure. I mean, because a lot of teams, they just sleep on it because the back just leaks out and it's just wide open. So yeah, I think you could see that today, especially with just how important it is when you're not trying to force a pass downfield instead and take the check down, and we'll still get like 5 to 7 yards, which is a great play on first down. So
you said Austin was considered a power back. What do you think you are?
I think I'm balanced pretty much. I mean, people see me and they see my short stature, and they're just, oh, he's a little small, so he's going to be like trying to make people miss. But I think I demonstrated this spring that I can run through tackles and that I can block when I'm needed to, and it's just, honestly, it just drives me more. But I think my whole, like, even throughout high school, I've been a pretty balanced back where I can get people on their heels or else I can just run them over. But I prefer to run, like, make them miss, so it's funner that way.
How much weight have you put on since high school?
When I got my concussion, I was 183, and then starting spring ball, I was 196. So, again, quite a bit of weight. And then high school, I was 185. So I've been balancing between 185 and 195. So, but throughout spring ball, I finished spring ball weighing 193. So I think I've been doing pretty well on my weight.
You were a quarterback in high school.
Yeah.
Ever think you might get a chance to throw a pass?
I don't know about that. I don't know. I'd have to show the coaches what I got. But I mean, I'm up for it. I'm up for anything, whatever gets me out on the field, and just I feel like I'm pretty dynamic. So, I mean, like I said, whatever gets me on the field, I'd be happy to do for them.
What do you think your best aspect of your game was today? You had a lot of receiving yards. You had a couple rushes with the rushing touchdown, but you also had a couple key blocks.
Yeah. Last year I was really struggling with pass blocking because I've never done it. Like when I first got here, that was the first time I ever had to like work on my technique and like moving my feet. It was a whole different game. But this year I went into it just thinking that I'm playing basketball and just guarding a guy, and it's helped me so much more. And I think I really improved that part of my game. And as far as running, I was a lot more patient and was able to adapt to the speed a little bit better and make my reads on the go. So I think that's why you'll see me a lot of like accelerating through the hole, because I feel like I have a pretty good idea of where everybody is on the field right now. And as the passing game goes, was able to get open and the quarterback was able to find me, and I had a lot of open field to work with, so that was nice.
What did you think of Jebby?
He did really good. For a young guy just coming in early enrollee, he did really well, and it really I mean, I've seen that all spring, but it probably surprised a lot of people. But yeah, he's been a hard worker. He's always staying in late, just studying the game, and for a freshman and being that young, he did really well today, especially in front of 80,000 people. So it was good for him.
What do you expect to do on special teams?
Hopefully everything. So last year when I got my concussion, that was the week that I was traveling, and I was gonna do most of the part on kickoff return, but I was also working in punt return and punt team. So hopefully, I think throughout this spring we didn't do much teamwork, but we did a lot of drills, and I think that showed that I can play all of them. So hopefully I'll be there.
What was the week of the concussion?
That was after the bye week, the first practice. So I think it was Indiana, going to Indiana, and yeah, it's just unfortunate because I had a really good bye week, and Coach Riley, Coach, thank you, and yeah, and I was moving up on the depth chart first practice and giving the defense a look, and me and Josh Banderas hit helmet to helmet, and I kept practicing with it, and that made it a lot worse. And then after that, I was just done for the year. It was really tough.
So you didn't get to make the trip to Indiana?
No. It was really unfortunate timing, but I mean that happens in football. And like I said, I'm just blessed to be able to come back out and play the sport that I love.